Hi Paul, how are you today?
Todd, good morning. I'm fine.
Thanks for agreeing to this testimonial. How's things?
You did a great job roping me in here. Good machinery, that's why.
Well, what's your name and your position in your company?
Well, I'm Paul Kuhn. I'm the CEO of Avrupa Minerals. We are a Vancouver-based company, but working in Europe, in Portugal and Kosovo for the most part.
Okay. And what's the origins of Avrupa? How come you...
We're a prospect generator. The company started in 2010, and we are European-focused, looking for new ideas and new prospects in old mining districts in stable countries of Europe. So that's why Portugal and Kosovo.
Portugal and Kosovo. Okay.
Both countries are two of the easiest places I've worked in my career.
Really? In what way?
Permitting, help, support from the government, great deposit potential.
Okay.
We're really doing well in these countries.
And what commodities are you specifically interested in?
Well, in Kosovo, we're looking at a gold prospect there, but we originally went in for base metals. In Portugal, we have a combination of copper, zinc in South Portugal, and copper gold in South Portugal, and tungsten in North Portugal.
And how are you finding the market at the moment?
Terrible. It's a very difficult market right now. But the company's doing well. We're doing what we're supposed to do. We've had 2 successes in the last year or two, one in Kosovo and one in Portugal. But the market really doesn't care too much about it.
What's your definition of success?
Mineral discoveries.
Okay.
We're in a gold prospect in Kosovo, which I think will turn into a mine. It's up to my partner right now to make that decision, but we discovered a high-grade gold deposit sitting on the surface. In Portugal, we made the first grassroots massive sulfide discovery in the pyrite belt in 20 years.
And what's the name of that project?
It's the Sesmarias target on the Alvalade joint venture. And our partner in Portugal is Colt Resources, and our partner in Kosovo is Burncut International, an Australian mining contractor.
And that's a real coup getting Burncut into
we're very happy with them. They've been very supportive, easy to work with. This is their first exploration project, and hopefully it'll be their first mine on their own. They're a contract miner, so it...
Not a bad first JV to farm into?
We like to think so. Avrupa's done a great job in both of our jurisdictions. We've got a property in Germany, but it's quiet right now. But Portugal and Kosovo, we've done a really good job. Reinterpretation of the geology. Got a great team in both countries. The reinterpretation has been the real key factor to us making our discoveries.
I see. And has Portable XRF played a role for you?
It has. I've been wanting one for years, and when you guys came along and we had money, it worked out for us.
Yeah.
We use the XRF. It's based in Portugal. We've got a core shed in Portugal where we use the machine for our Portuguese projects, obviously, but this past year we've really used it for our Kosovo project in the sense that we send the samples off to the lab, to ALS Minerals, and they do gold and silver for us. The pulps get sent back to us, they get sent to Portugal, and we do XRF on the pulps, which gives us a much better, much more accurate geochemical answer than just on a rock itself.
And what are you, with that geochemical data, what are you doing with it?
Well,
it's a gold and silver project, so what other elements are you looking at and for what reason?
There's quite a bit of, there's 1.5% combined lead and zinc in our rocks, and there's a surprising amount of copper. And we knew there was going to be lead and zinc, but we were surprised with the copper. So it helps us, gives us an idea of what the problems might be. The numbers are not enough in lead and zinc to really call it a polymetallic deposit. The fact that there's copper in this showing gives us an idea that there might very well be a porphyry source. We were surprised with the copper.
Right.
But we're not using it as an exact method, obviously, but my operators, as you know, Brian and Joanna down in Grandola, have done a really thorough job of figuring out how to use the machine and get accurate answers. And we're within 5% or less of what the labs can tell us on these numbers. So we can't use it for our pre-feasibility. We've got to send them all back to the lab now.
Yep.
But that's a good thing. a year ago, we didn't want to spend all this money on geochemistry. We did the XRF, it's worked out fine, but now we have the benefit, the good fortune of having to send them back to the lab to get for the pre-feasibility.
And in terms of the value that it's bringing to your organization?
Well, it's given us a fast geochemical answer for a reasonable price. I'll get to that in a minute. I wanted to add that in Portugal we're using the XRF mostly on rock samples and core samples, just to give us a quick, idea of what we're looking at.
Yeah.
The value has been great. It was a reasonably priced piece of equipment that my partners in our joint ventures helped me pay off within a year and a half or so. I was able to use sort of a rental agreement with the partner to utilize the machine instead of going to the labs, and I had 3 partners at the same time and on different projects, and everybody shared the thing, and we paid off the machine in about a year and a half.
Excellent.
We were quite pleased about that.
It's been lovely to work with you anyway, Paul, and you're in a beautiful jurisdiction down there in Canal.
We've got a great spot to work in, and we're glad you're always available to come help us. We really enjoyed working with you guys.
Thanks, mate.
That's it.
Cheers.